friend Jim with HomeSpark Knife Sharpening. Got a couple more scissors. I think this is the last. This was all one customer. I thought that they were a upholsterer. They're not. They're tailor. It's a tailor shop. And he's brought me, I think he brought me 9, 18, about 20 or 22 pairs of scissors in the past couple of days. So we're going to go ahead and finish these up. It's the last 3 that he brought me. I'm using the Bucktool Low Speed Sander. And what I've done is I've put my angle guide. I went over this in the last episode. I put my angle guide all the way up. And I'm using these wedges. You can find these in the in my equipment listing. It's in the description. This is a 12 degree, which most of his scissors has been at that same level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the edge. I got to go get a different marker. These fine point Sharpies are not the greatest for doing this. There we go. I actually got it. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my angle. See if we're good on the angle. And I just very lightly touch it. And it appears that I am way high. So I've got to go down. So what I'm going to do, I got to go down quite a ways. So I'm just going to go from the 12, I'm going to go right down to the 10. In fact, I think I'm going to go down to the actual guide on this and see if we even need to raise it. Sometimes we don't even need to raise it. Yeah, we're actually still high. Probably if I kept it on here. Yeah, see, if I keep it on this flat section here, it's because of the double bevel on this that my angle's completely changed. So yeah, that actually looks really good. So I'm going to try to keep it on that flat spot. Pretty much good everywhere except to the very tip. Yeah, I'm not really liking this. So I think what I'm going to do, yeah, that's really high. So I'm actually going to wait a minute on that. Let me check this one. These are actually, wow. These bevels, this has been sharpened improperly. I can already see it on this one. I got a great big double bevel. I got one bevel here. You can see that. I got another bevel here. I can't even get that bevel on there. But here, see, there's a bevel here. See what that does? It's actually two different bevels on this. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this. And I think, wow. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do on these, I didn't realize these were so bad. Just out of curiosity. Man. This side doesn't look quite as bad, although I'm not sure. These bevels are really messed up. Let me see where this one's at. These are almost like, yeah, see there's a flat right at the edge. So I think that's how I'm going to run them. And what I'm doing here is I'm just using the top of the angle guide to rest the scissors on. And I'm just holding my angle by hand. Okay. Let's try this other side. See if we can do the same thing. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. I'm not sure if these were meant to have a double bevel like that. They may have been. But this is certainly looks correct. So let's see what happens here. Right. Think they're quite as sharp as I need them to be. They're really good down here. Up here they're folding on me. But I think, see, I've got some play in these too. Ooh, This one actually turns, so I might be able to tighten this one a little bit. Not quite to the tip. Not quite, really close. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this a couple more times. I'm going really light on it. I'm not trying to dig into the belt. Yeah, these need to be a little tighter. I can feel still feel the play in these. Because I got all the way across and I believe they're sharp. There you go. Oh, that one's still separated just a bit. Go just a smidge tighter. There we go. That looks good to me. All the way to the tip, it's not pulling. So I think we're good with that one. Okay, this one. This one I am not thrilled with. Just a weird angle on this one. Just because it's double bevel that it's throwing me off. So if well, you know what, before we do that, let me grab these, because these need to be all the way up here. And I don't think even let's see if that's going to work. Oh, that's not even high enough. So I'm going to have to do these by hand too. And with pinking shears, we got to be pretty careful. If we get the wrong angle on these, we will know it. So I'm going to make sure I get this whole bevel. All the way to the end. Colored in. Make sure we get these on both sides. Sometimes some of these shears are going to take our scissors. We're going to take a little extra time, a little extra thought, a little extra care to make sure we get them right. because I do not want to buy them a new pair of pinking shears. Okay, so let's take a look at this. These are pretty much straight up, like so. Actually, a little low. Pretty happy with that. See what we can do with this other side. I'm leaning way over this to make sure I get this right. And to see my angle. Yeah, that was pretty much perfect. Okay, now I'm going to take a hint from Mike, and I'm going to brush this to get any burr out of here. Now Mike over at Sharpening Services, he has some great videos. He's using a like a soft brass wire brush, and I know I have some of those around here, and I can't locate them, so I'm using a very stiff. I'm going to separate them. And then draw them apart to get rid of the burr. We'll see how they cut. Nice. See, are they cutting all the way through to the tip? Yep. They are. Cutting all the way through to the very tip. All the way down at the bottom. I'm very happy with those. I don't know if you guys saw that. Huh? Nice. I like them. So those are done. So now we just got to figure out these babies right here, because these have a very weird angle on them, and it's because of this, the fact that they're beveled here, so it's got like a big secondary bevel in here that I have to deal with. So I've got to figure out because I have to be way up here. Yeah, if I'm going to get that, and that's not real comfortable for me. So maybe what I'll do is I'm going to see if I can actually get my Did I actually hit that exact? Yeah, I believe so. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we'll spread these apart. Open them up a few times. Let's see how these cut. Am I hitting some or no? We're good. Might have been a little piece of burr left on there. Right there. Cutting good. Okay, guys. So those three are done. All we really have left to do is clean them up. And in fact, this one set here, I've got a little bit of rust in there. So I am just going to hit that real quick on my buffing wheel. And it should get rid of most of that. They brought me some before that were really, really bad rust-wise. And then with each batch they brought me, they were getting better and better. And I think part of that was these are actually pitted. But they're cutting good, and I don't really want to yeah, these are actually pitted really bad. They must have had them sitting closed because those spots are in the same place. So I'm not going to try to get that pitting out. That's going to be too much. Something they'll just have to deal with, I think. Anyway. Oop. That's my water. Let's try some alcohol. Might clean them a little easier. Okay. That's one. Okay. Looking good. So those are all set. Okay, guys. Have some knives, I think, to do later this afternoon. So we'll work on those. I'll see if I can record that for you. In the meantime, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.